Hello, I'm Neil Holbert, and this is Running Ribashda. We're at Boards and Brews in Manchester, New Hampshire, a fantastic local watering hole where you can get together with your friends or make some new ones, have some drinks, some great food, and play some amazing games. I don't really have a lesson for today. I don't have any tips. I've imparted pretty much the knowledge that I've gained over 21 years of running the game. Next season, we'll do a deeper dive into specifics of running Ribashda. But for this season, to start things off, I wanted to get a lot of stuff out of the way where I could try and impart knowledge I had about running Dungeons and Dragons for the next generation of players. Because I love Dungeons and Dragons. It's my favorite game. It's my favorite hobby. In my opinion, there's nothing out there like Dungeons and Dragons for bringing together a group of friends. But why is it worth it? Why is running the game worth it, Neil, if there's so much work that I have to put in to do it? Why would I want to take that role up? Sometimes you and your friends just kind of want to play and you don't have a dungeon master, so somebody has to step up and do it. Sometimes you have that idea for a story, you really want to run it. Or you have a villain somewhere in the back of your head screaming to get out and onto the page so he can torment a group of adventurers. For me, though, the reason I like to climb behind the Dungeon Master's screen and be the bad guy and give rulings on the dice, it's because Dungeons and Dragons for me is a creative outlet like nothing else. It makes you a writer. You get to do art. You get to act, do improv. You're building memories and you're creating friendships along the way. That's magic in the real world, man. The joy that you create in the world by running the game is unique and special, and it matters. But there's a moment, and there's a moment that you find when you're running a game for new players. It only really happens with a group of new players. And that's when somebody who's new to the game stops saying, my character does this. My character is going to attack them. Archibald is going to swing his sword at the dragon. When they stop using that language and start saying, I'm going to attack the dragon. I'm going to climb that cliff face. I'm going to kick down the door and kill all the goblins. That's when you know you've marshaled a player from somebody who didn't know what Dungeons and Dragons was, and you brought them to a place where they can embody a character that they've created, that they've made, and they get to escape from their world for just a little while, and they get to live in yours. So for me, It's hunting for that moment. That's why I climb behind the screen. That's why I dungeon master for as many people as I can, because helping players discover the joy that they can have when they're in that moment, when they realize how much fun it is to have a natural 20 come up, or how they can even turn a critical failure of a 1 into something memorable and fun. That joy and happiness that you make in your world by giving people these stories you've worked so hard on, it's truly special. And I think it's an important work that only a dungeon master can do. So, from me to you, welcome to the club. You're a dungeon master now. Go out and make some adventures. That's a wrap. That's the whole thing.